Morning. Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. Best pitchers, plural, 1943. Three guys tied with two categories each, pitching categories. I looked to see in the individual year which pitcher won the most pitching categories. 1943, I got three guys with two categories each. Vander Meer had the most strikeouts, 174, and he had the most games started, 36. Two categories. Sewell, two categories. Most wins, 21. Most complete games, 25. And then Spud Chandler, two categories. Lowest ERA, 1.64, and the highest winning percentage, 833. So which of these three guys had the better year? Hard to determine. Do you go by wins? Do you go by innings? Do you go by games started, complete games, earned run average, winning percentage, saves? What do you go by? So for 1943, I'm going to give it to all three guys, and let's look at all three of their careers. Let's start with Vander Meer. All three of these guys are not in the Baseball Hall of Fame. So this is a case that as we go through these videos, a lot of times it's going to be a Hall of Fame pitcher who wins the year. But a lot of times it's going to be guys who are not in the Baseball Hall of Fame that win the year. 1943 is an example. Vander Meer's career, 13 years. 1937 to 1951, he wins 119 games, but he loses 121. 3.44 career ERA, not much. But we know the story about him, right? Back-to-back no-hitters. That hasn't been done by anybody else in the history of baseball, right? Am I correct on that? Back-to-back no-hitters. He's in the record books. Let's put his name in Google and see. Am I right? Vander Meer. You know what the stats say? They say that 9,000 pitchers have pitched in the major leagues. Yet he's the only one, Vander Meer, to have back-to-back no-hitters. A lot of guys have pitched no-hitters. A lot of guys have pitched perfect games. But nobody's done two in a row except him. He did it in 1938. He pitched a no-hitter against the Boston Bees in June 11th. And then 4 days later, June 15th, he pitched a no-hitter against the Brooklyn Dodgers. Back-to-back. How about that? Why hasn't anybody else done that? There's a lot of guys. I don't know how many no-hitters there have been. Maybe. How many no-hitters have there been? I can ask that question. How many no-hitters in MPL history? 233 since 1876 and 24 perfect games. 323. And 24 of those no-hitters have been perfect games. Perfect game is really hard to do. Since 1876, how many years is that? It's 51 years, right? 323 no-hitters. but the only guy, Johnny Vander Meer, back to back. But he's not in the Baseball Hall of Fame because only 119 victories in 13 years. In fact, he never won 20 games in a season. But for 1938, he wins 2 pitching categories. How about Rip Sewell? Have you heard of him? I haven't. 1938. Let's see. No, he started his career in 1932, and then he went through 1949. Missed some years. Got going in 1938. He's 31 years old. Too late. He only wins 143 games in 13 years. 3.48 career ERA. But in 1943, he had the most complete games, 25. Complete game is not hard to, is not easy to do. That's hard. 9 innings, complete game. And he had 21 wins. 1943, 21-9, good record. 2.54 ERA that year, but not worthy of the Baseball Hall of Fame. Only 143 wins. And the last guy, Spud Chandler. Have you heard of him? I haven't. Just an 11-year career, wins 109 games and 109 wins, 43 losses. Good winning percentage, it's .717. But not enough victories for the Baseball Hall of Fame. 1943, though, his record was 20-4, .833 winning percentage. That's good. 1.64 ERA, very good. 30 games started, 20 complete. Only 1,400 innings in his career. Not Baseball Hall of Fame. So, for the year 1943, I'm giving it to these 3 guys. Just mention their names. Probably will not hear from them again. But as I'm going through all these videos looking for the best pitcher in each individual year, like I said, there'll be a lot of Baseball Hall of Famers included. But on the other hand, there'll be a lot of no-names, I call them, that have exceptional years. And so Johnny Vander Meer, Rip Sewell, and Spud Chandler win 1943. Next video, 1944. Talk to you later. I'm out.